Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the stream. Back into some more Warhammer 3 and hopefully inch closer to a victory. We still got a long road ahead, but we are making some progress. So we'll do a couple hours of this. I do have my co-op Let's Play with DM Wyvern and Lemon and Fireforge in Baldur's Gate 3. I'll probably redirect you to Wyvern's stream at the end of this, but we'll be going for at least 2 hours, maybe 3, depends on how far I'm going to push it. Vacoma says, Green Man! And Kevin says, I do love me some slaughter in the morning. And he says, hello, Vacoma. Yeah, my apologies. I was, my intention was to play this yesterday, but what had happened was, I had a migraine yesterday. Just did not feel up to it. We'll recruit these guys just to fill out the roster a little bit more here. We'll recruit these two in a different army. I'm sure there's an army that we could put them in. And we might as well bring you over to end up in the army. Comrade here, keep on the move. Alright, so we battled the orcs and took a fair bit of damage last time. But we're not in terrible shape. I think it was the orcs that we battled. Was it the orcs or the vampires? Pretty sure it was the orcs. Probably didn't fight it the best either. Kevin says, I always like hardcore on that stream, so I will not be joining. Sorry, mate. Ah, shoot, man. That's too bad. Well, I will be streaming on my end as well. I don't know if that'll make any difference, but on the auto-resolve channel. But I just figure there's a little bit more lively discussion over on Wyvern's channel, so I figure I will direct everyone to his channel rather than my own, just because it's a little bit livelier. Jabal says, hey Reg, hello Wyvern, how y'all doing? Good. How's your Saturday shaping up? I hope you're getting to enjoy a day off for a change, Jabal. Hope Saturday is your day to rest and recuperate. Kevin says, hi Jabal, I'm very well, thanks. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Should we auto-resolve this or should we fight it so we can heal up Orion here and the dragons? Yeah, maybe we'll... The dragons are in pretty bad shape. Well, Doom Divers. Kevin says, I don't lag on yours, so we'll see if I have time. The house is MS, and the missus will probably make me help. Well, there you go. There you go. I mean, cleaning, oh man, it's always a really rewarding process. Like once you've finished cleaning up, it's it's just so much nicer to have a nice tidy place. But cleaning and everything, it's just a never-ending battle, man. It's just one of those chores that does not end. So I definitely sympathize with you there. But yeah, no worries, man. Glad you've got time to participate in a little bit of Wood Elven fun here. To stand on point. And yeah, Orion over here as well. You guys aren't in bad shape. You guys stand out front there. These are all hidden.
Orion! Your orders! For the eternal realm!
Alright. Kevin says, especially when you have a 2-year-old behind you pulling everything you pick up and chucking back on the ground. Yeah, no, trust me, man. Kids, oh god. Oh god, it's yeah, incredibly demanding on keeping a house clean. I would say it's mission impossible, essentially. I know when I was visiting home, and when my niece and nephew visited, just the house was a disaster, and I don't even know how they did it. It's like, seemingly out of nowhere. You turn around and you look around again, and it's just there's toys everywhere. Just complete disaster. I don't know, man. Kids, it's too much work. Too much dang work. Alright, I guess we can fast forward through some of the shenanigans. Kevin says, LOL, the real Mission Impossible. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Alright, let's slow it down. And for now, let's leave one of you behind. And let's bring you guys, and you guys can maybe take out the Doom Divers at the very least. And you can continue healing these guys. What else we got over here? We got not a whole lot of range, just the Doom Divers. Those are Ragnarok's gonna be a pain. But maybe our dragons can deal with them. Yeah, I'm hoping to just chip away, continue to chip away at this campaign, and hopefully we get it done eventually. I'd be quite disappointed if I never got this campaign finished. We move to position here. Guys, get over here. One of you do a breath attack on that guy. One of you do a breath attack on this guy. See how that goes. Guys, attack the Doom Divers. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. Alright, best be careful not to get caught here. We got here Night Goblin Archers, big surprise. Moving. And you guys keep healing up. In the meantime. Alright, guys are back in the air. Alright, you come back here and heal as well. Yeah, the basic objective here, get back into decent shape. Drop one of these down here. This guy took a bit of a beating there. Okay, you guys go for the Doom Diver and you head back to get healed as well. Guess we don't have to be all the way back there. Jabal says, thanks Kevin, happy to hear you are doing well, and I am fine, thanks. And Rag, unfortunately I do not have a day off today. As usual, I'm doing another night shift, and by the way, Kevin, although it was a little while ago, thank you for the membership. Yeah, that was, Kevin's been buying a ton of memberships, man. Super generous of him. Drop another one of those there. Alright, just swing around. Look at these tough guys coming over this way. You guys can move up a little bit. Just stay there. And just drop a heal here. Ryan, you might be able to take this thing out. Let's come around. Well, Shabal, I'm sorry to hear that you don't have the day off, but hopefully work won't be so bad. Hopefully it'll be a nice, easy shift for you. Nothing too crazy. Another one of these down, and if you're in good shape, you can come participate over here with these guys. We got here Goblin Spider Riders. Alright. Don't think you're gonna be able to catch them, but might as well give it a shot anyway. Do a breath attack on these trolls here. Kevin says, "Oh, good, Shabal, just spreading some love, mate." And Shabal says, "Yes, very nice of him, so I wanted to thank him." Absolutely, man. It's good to see. Alright, attack those Orc Arrow boys. Take this thing down. Alright, back it up, Orion. Back it on up. here. Not a terribly exciting fight to kick things off, but Orion's surrounded by a few enemies here, and I did take a little bit more damage previously than I probably should have.
Yours to command.
Got one of these. Use some breath attacks here. These guys won't last long. 'Cause yeah, we still got the vampires to deal with as well in the area. These freaking spider riders, man. Always so annoying. You guys might as well come over here, finish them off, and you guys chase them down. Alright, we should be pretty close to triggering the army loss here.
Battle ready. Of course.
Ryan's still got a fair bit of hit points to heal. For those black orcs. Alright. Shattered. There we go. Easy game, easy life.
I will.
Just heal a little bit more here. Just the other dragon. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape now. And we do have one more army slot available though as well. Use every ounce of winds of magic. Crazy. Kevin says the dwarves and vamps are your biggest threat, are they not? And when I say threat, I mean have multiple armies, lol. Yeah, the dwarves are perpetual pain in the ass. But I think we've got them. I think the vamps are probably the strongest right now. Actually, why don't we check the balance of power and just see exactly where we do stand with everything. In terms of strength ranking. But yeah, I would say the dwarves, we've worn the dwarves down quite a bit. But they seem to be able to, you know, keep pumping the armies out. I think with each build, like with each update, like it seems like the AI gets a little bit better with recruitment and whatnot. Yeah, I'll take that. We're a little bit faster with the recruitment, whereas, you know, when the game initially first came out, like you destroy a couple of AI armies. Oh, excuse me.
Such a thing is impossible.
You destroy a couple of their armies, and then they wouldn't be able to recover from it. They would have a really hard time recovering. Probably they're gonna go for this. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to pop Orion in there. Like, probably we could beat these two armies. But I think what we'll do is we'll stand right here to... Okay, maybe right here, rather. To ensure that we get replenishment this turn. Because more than likely we'll lose that. It's not necessarily worth defending. And then we could potentially come up this way, but we'll probably come back this way to get at the vampires. And we'll wait and see what those armies do.
How can I assist you?
This army's headed to there. And this guy just do this. Alright, yeah, we're going to check the balance of power. Let's double check. We are at war with everyone. Strength rank. Yeah, so Caravan of the Blue Rose, quite strong. Or, well, relatively speaking, anyway. So that the Caravan of the Blue Rose is number 1. Acolytes of the Keeper, number 2. Oh, this is the force that's going for. We're doing the ritual there, and then we got Clan Eshin quite strong. Grimgore as well. Oops. War Host of the Apocalypse. Hag Grief, Legion of Chaos. Dwarves are down to number 9, and Ancestral Throng, number 16. Oh, they've still got 28 settlements, 20 settlements there. Caravan of the Blue Rose, 19. Clan Eshin, 37 settlements still. So we still got some threats out there. Shabal says, yes, luckily on Saturday there are usually no people at my workplace, so even though I'm stuck in this place, in the end I have a computer and computer games and homework that I can pass the time with, or maybe call a friend, free food, and even though I don't get paid that much, I get paid for it. You know what, that's not bad at all, man. This is not a bad deal at all. Like, you know, if it's free food, and, you know,
it will be done.
You're in a situation where you can kind of do your own thing, whether it's schoolwork, video games, talking to a friend, then that's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet deal. I would definitely take that. Like I would certainly take that over like a job that pays more. That's, you know, just going to cause me nothing but stress and grief, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because your sanity is worth a lot at the end of the day.
The Mother Goddess guides me.
The Mother Goddess. Dang, we can't quite make it to here. Over here we gotta backtrack. Should be able to reach that army, which is good. We got this army here as well. Ooh, that one looks a little bit more dangerous. Shouldn't be too bad. Yep. Good, good. And we'll take the replenishment because we could be in trouble. Kevin says, ha! What a day to work then. Bonus with food being free. I'd take a bag to go as well, so tomorrow I'll eat free as well. Shabal says, yes, your mental health is more important than money. 100%, man. 100%. Alright. Okay, you should be safe in there. So we'll force march back in there so we can get a little bit of additional replenishment. Alright. Maybe a little bit of armor. You don't have too much armor. Oh. A little bit more armor. And morning good. Dwellers below. Forest Roar. Probably all he needs over there. So probably doesn't need more armor. 115 is probably enough, but we'll just give him Deadly Onslaught for now. Alright, yeah, his job to come back here and clear this out. Man. Somebody's got to go over there and take that. Got this army over here. This army over here. Again, obnoxious losers. Alright, yeah, I guess.
All hail Kurnos. Moving. Going forth.
His front is a little bit of a mess.
Glade Lord, at your service.
Where were we sending this guy? Put him in Rengar's army, but I think probably this dude will fit better over in one of the armies. Yeah, in this army, Koteris' army. Probably a better idea. Alright, let's come up and scoop this up so we can get within range of this guy. Yeah, Norse got securing the northern coast here is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. There's a lot of enemies in the area. But I'm just going to go slow and steady like. But yeah, Flint here is going to have to make his way back over here. But at least we can get rid of this stack, and we'll see where the Garrulus here lands. And then we can get rid of him as well. A big garrison. Ooh, man, that's tempting to raise it. I don't want to cost a turn. That would that was
You need me?
decent money to raise. Alright. Yeah, I think the red tree and the blue tree are done. So it's just a matter of history. I do like my speed. Okay. Thought we named the bright wizard Flint, but I guess that was someone else claimed bright wizard. Yeah, a lot of armies around here straggling around, which means this guy is Olive Oil here is on her own, operating down here for the time being. Let's go open the branches. We strike into this area. Well, I guess we'll just move to here for now, because
Enveloped by darkness.
she can't reach this. She could potentially go for that next turn, but won't worry about those areas just yet. Yeah, fuck it. Come back here and scoop this up just to fill it in. But we're making good progress here. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these abandoned settlements, we might not necessarily need to fill them in right away. It's probably better for us to
Your orders?
seek and destroy enemy armies first.
Yes, my lord.
Search the ruins there.
Direct me. Never. Can I offer assistance?
See, I'd like to attack this guy, but I don't know that he's gonna stand and fight us. Asana says hello. Hasana, welcome to the stream. We're on the tail end of this campaign. I mean, there's still a ways to go, but we've got 353 settlements out of. I think there I think there's like 500 and some. So I think we've got about another 200 to go, roughly speaking. Oh, man, I don't think he's going to stand and fight, but this is a bit of a dangerous move because if he withdraws, oh shit, he's got the odds on us here too. Yeah, that's a lot of storm vermin. These guys aren't all that great. Doom wheels. I mean, the rattling guns are going to be the most dangerous. The storm vermin can be a pain in the ass too. It's not like we've got elite infantry here by any stretch. All right, get a manual of fight in. Jabal says I work night shift, so I usually take food home and eat it as breakfast / night meal before I go to do some errands until I go to bed after the night shift. That's the way to do it, man. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no, that's a pretty sweet deal. You get the free food. I hope the food is good. Ooh, man. This could end up being a tough fight. Well, we've got the dragons, and we've got the cav, so hopefully we can neutralize. They do have a hell pit abomination as well. Neutralize some of their ranged units. Get the impression that they're probably going to be passive. But what we'll do is we'll...
Glade Guard! Dauntless Azrael! Deepwood Archers! Bowman, ready!
checkerboard a little bit.
Children of Athelloren!
Spread out.
Glade Guard! Dauntless Azrael! Glade
Poison
Guard!
guys in behind. So they should...
Ready to fire! Awaiting orders!
bum, bum, bum.
We never miss! We hunt! Glade Guard! Children of Athelloren! We hunt! Bowman,
Just
ready!
spread it out a little bit.
Dauntless Azrael! Bows of Athelloren! For the Eternal Realms! Glade Guard!
And then... I mean, we could use our sharpshooters here, the away watchers, for a little bit more. We try and get in behind, but the thing is they've got a lot of fast units, so I don't want them to necessarily get caught. Just keep the archers in reserve for now while we try and take out some of their rattling guns and whatnot first, and then we can let our archers do their thing. Shabal says he's fine. It looks like you can win this fight without too many casualties. There's so many units that are a bit of a headache, but they are taken care of, and I think it will be fine. Yeah, it's just a matter of neutralizing the Ratlins and the Doom Wheels, just preventing the Doom Wheels from getting to the Ratlins and the Warp Fire Throwers, and just preventing the Doom Wheels from getting into the archers. But we'll keep the cav in reserve to protect the archers for now, and we'll see what kind of work we can get done with these three to start off. See if we can get them to get rid of the Ratlins. Hassana says Skaven are squishy. This is true. This is true, but they can hit hard sometimes though if you're not careful, especially those rattling guns. But let's just try and come around this way a little bit, and maybe one of you come around this way. What do we got over there? Warp Fire Throwers.
Great Lord of Athelloren!
Doom Wheel. But yeah, this terrain here might work to our favor a little bit. Alright, you guys, or you go deal with that Doom Wheel. Guys, back it up a little bit.
Understood.
Looking over here. Shit, keep moving. Those rattling guns are gonna start shooting soon. Keep going, go, 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 go. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. What are we looking at over here? Alright, you go for that, and guys, go back there. Where the fuck are the ratlins over here? I thought there was a rattling gun on this side too. Shit, you get out of there. Getting fucked up. Coma says also about Changeling, we're gonna fight a ton of quest battles. Oh. Shit.
Battle ready.
Are we talking the DLC Vekoma with the quest battles? Let's pull back. Guys, charge that guy. Just get out of there.
Right! Attack!
Try and prevent them from getting into God dang it. Actually, give me... Oh, shit, I was gonna say give me a breath attack over here, but... Slave Singers doing a little bit of damage to us. Vekoma says yes, DLC. Ah, good, good. I mean, the quest battles are usually pretty interesting. So, I mean, that's good that we're getting more quest battles. Let's just change your angle a little bit here. Looking over here. God, what a freaking treat it is to play this with the camera. My God, after playing so much, oh, get out of there, man. So much, what do you call it? This guy came back. Baldur's Gate with the freaking. I guess they've got him stuck in there. Yeah, after playing so much Baldur's Gate with the damn camera in Baldur's Gate, it's just a real treat to come back to Total War. Come on, take down that Doom Wheel. Our cavalry is not doing so hot. This guy's not doing so hot. He's not doing so hot. Battle is not going so well. Alright, they're running. Cavalry is starting to break. Fucking Storm Vermin giving me a lot more trouble than I would like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's just too much damn infantry. Alright, you guys come around this way. And you guys, oh man, those freaking Rattling guns just don't wanna break. Come back and help the archers here. Just hopefully our formation holds up. God, I hope this unit's not wiped out. Guys, get back here. Just make sure they don't come back. Guys, turn around. Alright. It's looking a little bit better now. I was a little bit worried that we're going to get overwhelmed here. But it seems... Oh, look at that. Army loss. Wow. That, was not expecting that. A mage here to keep the army healed up a little bit wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Get out of there. Alright, let's just end the battle before we lose any more troops from friendly fire. I think we might end up losing this unit. Do have a couple regiments of renown available that we could pop into this army, but I was thinking of putting them in a different army. Yeah, these 2 units we might actually lose. I guess if we lose those 2 units, maybe we'll grab the regiments of renown for this army. Wildman Dave. Jamal says, GG, thanks, brother. Yeah, it was, we didn't wipe them out. But we got rid of a lot of their dangerous stuff for the most part. Nobody got wiped out. And we get a little bit of replenishment, so that's good. Oh.
These are dark times.
Not enough room to wipe them out, unfortunately.
Proud son of Athelloran.
Get into friendly territory. Ah, shit, this is not friendly territory anyway.
There's darkness in you.
Bollocks, we're not getting any replenishment here, but at least this guy got to level 20. That's not the worst thing in the world. Home amongst the bows. But yeah, we'll have him fall back to Darkhold and take that next, I think.
Wood Elf Spellweaver.
I acquiesce to your request.
Alright, you'll be able to take that next turn. Jabal says, yes, I hate when the rat's using the FU from all directions tactique. Oh man, the rats are like, oh man, one of my least favorite factions to fight against. They're just, so obnoxious. So obnoxious. I think Khorne's even worse though, because Khorne has some of the same. Well, no, probably not. The rats have like a lot of devious ways to be able to get rid of you. I mean, like Menace Below, and then like the nukes and stuff, and then they've got like fairly powerful magic as well. Some really obnoxious units, rattling guns, crazy artillery. They're a handful, man. But yeah, like Hassana said, they are kind of squishy. So I think after this guy takes this, he can come back down this way and take these areas out. So what I'm kind of thinking is with Yamati here, come straight down here this way, and sort of the dwarven holds down here. These guys recruiting their miners, heavy duty dudes. But yeah, that should work out okay that way.
Your orders?
And
The forest is whispering, following your orders.
things are slowly coming together.
Stop that.
Slowly linking up some of our forces. Enemies are
Can I offer assistance?
slowly
I
being
acquiesce
defeated.
to your request.
How are we looking over here? Have we?
How can I assist you?
Yeah, trying to catch up on. Fuck. We probably should come up here to Jeru first. Freaking Fey Enchantress pain in my ass. Shabal says, yes, they can be annoying to fight against, and as you mentioned, their rat tactics can be annoying at times. 100%. 100%. I would have to probably put the rats at the top of my list for factions that I hate fighting against. I mean, if I'm not playing against, if I'm not playing as them, the Wood Elves are right up there.
Following your orders.
The Wood Elves can be a real tough faction to fight against. And then of course, Khorne, because Khorne does have some tactics that are similar to Skaven. Like they've got some spells that like summon units like from behind your ranks and everything, which is super annoying. And then on top of that, Khorne is like crazy armored. Like it's kind of like Khorne is like almost like a dwarven chaos rats hybrid kind of thing. All right, we can attack this and we can bring this army over as well. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll get rid of Malice. Just encircle it to start. And then, yeah, having these two armies together will help us eliminate some of the stronger forces here, and then we can split them up when the time is right. Yeah, let's just drop you right there. Yeah, I thought Morn was a goner over here, but I think he's gonna be all right now that Ragatok is here. We brought him over here on his own. And there's a lot of enemies.
Lord of Athalloran.
A lot of enemies in the area. Koma says at Ragnarok, are you using that Khorne warriors are Skaven with Dawi armor containing 2 rats in one body?
Waystalker.
Hey, it could be. It could very well be. Who knows? Who knows what's under that Khorne armor?
Lord of the Glade.
That would be hilarious. Just like a couple of rats moving the armor. Alright. Oh man. Got up early today. I'm a little bit sleepy. I shouldn't be sleepy though because I freaking... Yesterday, I had a migraine yesterday and I literally just like slept all day long. Like just freaking pretty well. Took it easy. Bollocks. I'm gonna be really annoyed if this guy jumps ship and heads over here. But I think what we're gonna do with Rengar here is have him head over to the Monolith of the Flesh, occupy that, and then he can come across this way. And then we'll have you come over and just scout the area a little bit first. Flint here has to come back and help sort this area out a little bit because we've got a lot of crap over here and only a couple of armies, just the 3 armies, but a lot of stuff to sort out there. And then we'll push, we'll push Olive Oil north to solidify those areas. Then Phil can maybe come this way, which means Wildman Dave is on his own for now. But we do have some guys operating in the mountains over here also. But yeah, it's slowly coming together. It's like a puzzle that's, you know, slowly becoming filled in. Map is looking good. And more of our armies are being freed up. Alright, we got Lorder back.
How can I assist you?
It's back at almost full strength here. How much movement does this guy have? He's got, I think he's gonna come for here first. Let's just go into ambush stance right there. And see if we can spring the ambush on him. Probably arcane conduit wouldn't be bad there. Yeah, got cleanse corruption there. Alright, there should be
Anything is possible.
see what I'm looking for here. Drop there. You're headed over to
Simply impossible. A respite in our journey.
link up. Vekoma says balanced armies are inhuman to use. Yeah.
At your service.
Oh my god. Let's stop you on it. Let's give you a bit of armor. Alright, might as well take the Black Fortress. Though, the thing is, this... Okay, why is the... God, why is the auto-resolve so bad? Is this a siege battle? This is a siege, isn't it? It's a minor settlement siege or major settlement siege? That looks like a minor settlement siege, actually. A lot of or a couple of Quirlers. The rest is not all that great. All right. So we're gonna have to fight it. I can't remember the last time I fought a minor settlement siege battle. It's crazy. Crazy. When the game first came out, that's all it felt like you were fighting, is just like constantly minor settlement siege battles. But now that it's been tweaked, it feels like you hardly ever fight these battles. I guess probably I've been auto-resolving a bunch of them, to be fair. we're gonna do, set you guys up here. 2 out of there. You guys are gonna come in the back door here.
Bowman, ready? We never miss.
Make it up to there.
Way watchers.
Shouldn't really need the blade singers here. The archers should be able to do most of the work. You guys in there? Come on.
Straight away. Now. Way watchers. Swiftly. Faster.
We gotta take out that artillery piece right away, actually. It's probably not a bad idea.
Begins.
Let's get a move on. Imagine it's back here. Yeah. There she is. So Quarler's there too, so getting rid of a Quarler would be nice as well. Make things off. But yeah, the thing that's gonna do the most damage to us here is the towers and stuff that they build. So we just have to be a little bit cautious of those, or conscious of them, rather. The Quarlers.
Lauren Eternal for the King Band. I will serve.
Dwarves. Stubborn.
Way watchers.
Alright.
Bows of Athelloren. Dauntless
Bring a
Asray.
couple of you
At once. We
over
are
here.
tireless. Way watchers.
And let's bring a couple
It will be done.
over this way.
Quickly. Archers ready.
Let's just
At once. We are tireless.
how are we doing here?
Blade Hampton. Orion
Not
sends
great
me.
situation for you to be in.
Strength of summer to war. Hunting. I will go.
Get out of there, and you can get out of there now too.
To arms. Lady of Lauren.
Acknowledged.
So I hunt.
I think these guys are knocked off their artillery now, so I don't really have to worry about the artillery. Start wearing these guys down.
Spirits to me.
Just gotta be a little bit careful that we don't allow them to catch us here at all.
As you say.
Come on, boys, get into position. Start shooting. Back around this way. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need these guys at all. At least we shouldn't. But we could send them in. We'll see. We'll be patient here. Gotta be shitting me. I guess pull back to there.
Warriors of Ariel.
Guys, slow these fucking idiots down.
Punch them. Swiftly. At speed. Bows of Athelloren.
Them sturdy ass dwarves. I don't think there's a timer for the minor settlement battles, but if we do take that, I think we get like a bonus.
For the eternal realms. With haste. As you command.
around. And
Way watchers! With haste! At speed! Archers ready! Azray, attack!
yeah, so we got a tower up there. Alright, you can go deal with the tower. So get that down, because that's what's gonna do the most damage to us. Well, that and those fucking quarrelers.
Targets!
Oh man, they're in a tough spot to get at too.
Shoot!
Come on, get out of there.
Bowman, ready! For Isha!
For the tower. Oh, what are you guys doing? Oh my god.
Dauntless Azray! Aim fire! Loose!
Should be okay there.
Lead God Commander.
The tower.
Missiles ready! Now! As you say!
Seems like he's doing okay.
Heed Atla Loren. Child of Kurnos. Understood.
Do I need to be in the air to be able to use that? I guess I probably do.
Way watchers! For Isha! Let fly! Aim!
Alright, I suppose now be a good time to bring you guys in. Got another tower up there.
Fury there!
As you command! Archers ready!
Put those quarrelers doing here. Push them off.
Protector of the forest.
Ready for
What
battle!
are you doing, man?
Our aim is true!
Blade Captain.
Alright, you go deal with them. Get in here, boys. You guys come in this way. Capture these victory points. Capture points. Whatever you want to call them.
Our bows are yours!
These guys just want to get in there. Oh. Guess I didn't put everybody on guard mode.
At pace! We will away! Way watchers! At once! Deepwood archers!
Let's come around this way.
Swiftly!
At once! Orders understood. I will comply.
We're getting fairly close to the army loss here.
Ready and waiting.
At pace! Quickly! We are tireless! Swiftly!
Highball Captain ready.
Deepwood archers! The first will
There we go. Alright. Easy game, easy life. This took a little bit of time and patience, but saved us from losing a unit. We didn't really take much damage at all, aside from on our Glade Captain here. 20 losses. The auto-resolve wasn't very good there at all. Hesitation is death, doubt is weakness. Alithanar, Shadow King. Ah, man, we gotta do an Alithanar campaign at some point. Yeah, shoot. What's the release of Vekoma? Are you still there? What's the release date on the DLC? When's it coming out? I gotta check my email to make sure that there's no like early access key or anything like that. R2TW says, hello Ragnarok, when are you going to continue your Hannibal at the Gates campaign? Maybe tomorrow. It's a good chance tomorrow because I want to take a little break from this because we've played this not 3 days in a row, but three streams in a row. So it's about time to get back to the Hannibal campaign. It's been a while since we've been on there, probably like a week and a half since we played it. So I was, you know what? In all fairness, I was going to play it today, but I don't have a ton of time for one. And number two is I wanted to play a campaign that didn't really require me to think a whole lot. So that's why I'm playing the Wood Elves today. I mean, this campaign is pretty much won, and there's not a whole lot of thinking that's required, that's left anyway. Like all of the heavy lifting's already over. So I just wanted to kind of take it easy today and play a campaign that wouldn't require me to exert my brain cells. Mourn! Pacoma says August 31st. Yeah, I gotta remember to keep an eye on my email because the last time I got early access for one of these DLCs or whatever, it ended up in my junk mail for some reason, and I didn't catch it until like the last minute kind of thing. Yeah, the Chaos Dwarves, I think, is the one I'm thinking of. Alright, yeah, so Rakdo Gorge, a little bit too hefty for you, so you just come this way. Temple of Cain.
We fight for Athalloran's future. The woods await.
Damn it, just not enough. That's unfortunate. Oh man. Fuck. So close yet so far away. Well, maybe. Come on, let me in there. God damn. R2 says, okay, I already won and Hannibal at the Gates campaign as Rome, but in vanilla, I'd like to repeat it with DEI mod. Nice, nice. Yeah, DEI mod, it gives you a nice challenge, and it's nice to come back to. You know, like, I always love playing vanilla Rome, but it is a little bit,
Your orders are acceptable.
a little bit on the easy side of things in terms of Total War difficulty for sure. So it's nice to have a fresh challenge in Rome too.
For now.
With something like DEI, and it certainly changes the dynamics to every single one of the campaigns. Just should have double checked that this guy can make it over there, but he should be fine. If anything, I can force march him. Yanni Red
Kindred to battle.
Probably gonna use the underway. Pop to this side.
None shall live.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever finished a Hannibal at the Gates campaign. Like, I've played it a number of times, both as Rome and as Hannibal, but I don't think I've finished it. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've finished one of them.
Anything is possible.
I think I've started a number of those campaigns, but just never committed to finishing it.
Lord of Athalloran.
Oh, we're in a pretty good.
How can I assist you?
If I remember correctly, we're in an alright spot where we left off. That campaign. There's still a lot of work to do, but the uprising we had from our allies is just about sorted out, and once that's sorted out, we're going to be able to direct all of our force against Carthage, which will be nice. But it is certainly a challenging campaign. It offers all sorts of new challenges.
I answer to clan and hold. Guardian of the deep.
All right, I think we've pretty well moved everyone. Let's just go through the list here. 11.
How can I assist you?
Oh, look at this. Look at this. What do we got over here? Got Dirthu. Dirthu will go for that.
You what? Not likely.
And Lemon can go for Death Gorge. So Death Gorge may be
Your request is reasonable.
a little bit much for Lemon, but we shall see.
Stop that.
It's just one dude.
Forest is
Where's this guy? Alright, yeah, come around this way, I suppose.
Swiftly.
Around that way.
Orders.
Are we here? R2 says, yes, surely I would have more challenge in DEI. Absolutely. Absolutely. It just offers like a totally different experience. You know, which is really nice, like a really fresh experience. Just
Assyrian wills it.
just nice to have.
Guardian
Yeah,
of
you know, I think that Total War players are really lucky to have such an active modding community, and just, you know, such a committed modding community as well. They just do such a good job. So some of the mods for some of the Total Wars are just freaking top notch, man. Alright, let's double check. We are at war with everyone, and let's double check. We are building everywhere we can. Oh man, this is gonna drive me nuts. Forced to bloom. Order going down there. Lorland Forest, public order going down there too. Marshes of Madness. That's the income though here. Or why is there's 0 income? Should be getting something, no? Get that built. Alright. Good. Alright, and the turn. R2TW Warrior says, it is said one of the most difficult campaigns in Rome 2 Vanilla is Caesar in Gaul as Rome because several Gallic factions came up against you. I just did a Caesar in Gaul campaign recently, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And you're right, it is a very challenging campaign. I know the first time that I played it, it really kicked my ass. But that was actually the first ever Total War campaign on Legendary that I did full map completion. First one I've ever actually done full map completion on as well. But yeah, I did a recent campaign on that one on the channel. I think it ended up being like 20 some odd parts, 25 parts, maybe. R2 says, yes, fortunately the DI team keeps Rome 2 as a fun game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, like sometimes the mods for the Total War games are what keep people playing them for years and years to come. I mean, I do still really love most of the vanilla Total Wars. Like, I mean, I haven't played a Total War that I didn't like. I mean, if I'm being honest, there's definitely problems with some of the Total Wars and whatnot. But look at that, we got the victory there. That's hilarious. The losers. But yeah, I mean, the mods can sometimes just make the games feel like a completely different game altogether. Which is definitely pretty cool. Asray Asur Druki, carried by elegantly hewn ships, our cousins have traveled from the distant lands of Uthwan to visit us. After so many long years, they have finally deigned to visit their forest brethren. Is this a gracious visit or an omen of arrogance? Do you consider this a slight or a blessing? Will you grant them an audience with the Elven Council? Well, diplomatic relations, research rate, and income from trade tariffs control -5 all provinces. I don't think there's any benefit to this at all for us because our research, I mean, we would get the research rate 10%, but I mean, we've almost researched everything anyway, so that's not like a big deal. And then obviously the diplomatic relations doesn't matter. The High Elves are pretty much wiped out. And we're playing This Is Total War anyway, so we're not negotiating diplomatically with everyone. And yeah, for the same reason we don't have trade with anyone because we're at war with everyone. So I think we're just going to deny their audience. I don't want that negative public order. R2 says, then you should repeat the Caesar and Gaul campaign and DEI someday. Yeah, no, 100% I will. It's just hard to say when I will get around to it. And especially, too, the other thing is, I've been playing a lot of, as Rome. So I think everybody kind of wants me to probably mix it up with a different faction in Rome, too, at some point. Let's just double check we're at war with everyone. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, it is certainly a campaign I would love to do, and I'd be a little bit more apt to do like the smaller campaigns in Divide et Impera, just because DEI, you know, it's a much slower pace, and like a full on campaign would be a little bit more involved. Yeah, like a grand campaign DEI, you know, I mean, we wouldn't necessarily have to complete the whole thing, but it would require a lot more effort to potentially do that. But it's kind of why I would be a little bit more apt to do the smaller campaigns, because we could actually potentially finish some of them. R2 says, yes, one of the challenging things in Caesar and Gaul campaigns is Rome, is that it is very hard to keep an alliance with most Gallic factions because they tend to betray you later. Yeah, I think I was pretty lucky. I was able to keep I was able to keep a couple of alliances until the very end when I basically betrayed them. But I was yeah, it's usually I don't do that. Usually if I can keep an ally to the end, I won't turn on them. But for that particular campaign, I did turn on them. Eventually, and I was kind of expecting them to turn on me first, but this freaking Skaven up here, Zarats,
New masters, welcome.
Skaven revealed. Alright. But yeah, I remember the Caesar and Gaul campaign. The first time I did, like, encountered the Gallic rebellion, man, I was not prepared for that at all. But the thing is, it's one of those things, like, once you've played it once, then you know it's coming, so you can sort of prepare for it.
Can I offer assistance?
Oh man, I think we gotta come out here and eliminate this army before we come back this way, unfortunately, because if you move to here, though, we can hopefully push him this way.
Destroy them!
Oh, he's gonna stand and fight. Look at this. Got a tough guy out here. Legion of Chaos, Garrulus. Ah, come on, man! I don't want to lose a unit. I guess we're gonna have to fight this. Chabal says, yes, mods can make the game more attractive for a longer time, and people can also be really creative and create really interesting things in the game. Yeah, 100%. You know, for example, like Medieval 2, I think drew like a really big audience, and part of the reason why it stayed at the top of Total War for so long was because of the Lord of the Rings mod. And, you know, the popularity of the Lord of the Rings mod as well is a big part of the reason why we ended up getting this Warhammer, I think. I think it's a big part of the reason we ended up with Warhammer. Alright, I think I'm going to take this hill over here.
Ever ready.
And just stretch out. These guys, you guys are going to protect the flanks against the Warhounds. And if the Warhounds get into our flanks, we'll charge into them. And you guys are just going to chill out back here. So you two can harass them.
Bright wizard! For the eternal realm! Wildwood Rangers!
R2 says, yes, sometimes it's useful to have allies for keeping other enemies distracted. Yeah, you know, like I like the idea of having allies in the game and you know, using them to your advantage. Usually they make the game a little bit easier, but what really becomes a bit of a pain in the ass is when your allies turn on you, right? Actually back up a little bit because we can kind of protect the flank there for the most part. What are they doing? You guys actually target Garrulus here. A fireball on him as well. Do have a shit. Didn't get my thing off. Though in the meantime, do that instead. Right. We go deal with him. What's going on over here? This dude attacking us. But yeah, the thing is with allies is it's always a pain in the ass when they turn on you. And not always, you know, the allies don't always behave themselves in Total War, sadly. But what are you gonna do? How about there? Alright, guys. Oh shit! How the fuck did these guys get in behind us here? And this guy's causing some problems. Shit. Guys, get over here. The Warhounds. Fucked up. Oh my god, this dude, are you shitting me? You're losing to this guy. You were winning. You're kicking his ass, and now you're losing. Oh my gosh, and they're breaking through the lines. This is not going good. Turn around, boys. Turn around. You gotta get out of there. This is turning into a bloody mess. See if you guys can pull back a little bit here. Our front line kind of melted. I would love it if you had a freaking heal here. Let's see if we can take him out with some range stuff here. Oh man, I don't want to throw you guys back in the fight because you're in bad shape. Let's shoot into them. What do we want to shoot at? Oh, take down that dude. I think this ended up being way worse than auto-resolve. I think we end up losing a couple of units here. Fucking bone crushers of Khorne. Man, this is what I'm talking about. I hate fighting against Khorne. And I'm surprised at the damage they did on that charge there. Fucking hell. Well, that was near disaster. Or arguably a disaster.
Foes of Athelard! Azray, attack! Change arms!
These guys must be unbreakable here.
Your command? Attack!
Whew, Shiza. You might as well use this. We got them, but it looks like we lost a few units, sadly. Favorite victory. Yeah, we lost this dude. Maybe we just lost one unit. R2 says, I think there's a DEI submod for shortening the duration of battles. Also a submod for removing public order problems because of garrisoning an army or a fleet in the city. But I don't use them, lol. I don't use them because I want more challenge. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, it kind of almost like defeats the purpose of playing DEI if you're gonna like add like a submod to get rid of like, you know, some of the mechanics that are present in DEI. It's I don't know, I have mixed feelings about the whole like sitting an army inside the settlement for public order. Like I can understand I can understand the argument for it both ways. Like an army sitting inside of the settlement should, you know, theoretically cause the citizens to become unrest and a little bit, you know, a little bit disgruntled. So I can understand why it would hurt the public order negatively. But at the same time, you know, you declare martial law and crack down. I can see the argument for it, you know, helping public order. So I can kind of see the argument going both ways, but...
Your request is reasonable.
But yeah, I mean, if you're getting rid of the public order stuff, it's kind of weird. It's like, what's the point
Can
of...
I offer assistance?
What's the point of playing DEI?
How can I assist you?
R2 says, speaking of submods for DEI, I read somewhere that it is not recommended to install submods that affect the campaign script. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of mods that I use to... just like graphical mods to brighten up the graphics and stuff. We're gonna lose this guy, but I was thinking we can replace him with the Regiments of Renown here. Since we lost a couple units already.
You called? These are dark times.
Yeah, we'll have you sit in the settlement here, and I mean we could use the global to pick up some units, but I think we'll just grab this dude and this dude for this army. Just fill them in that way, since those are available.
Defender of
I think you're coming over this way.
Hunting.
Landfall over here. And this treeman is headed for one of the armies over here, I believe. Yeah, so just recuperate a little bit, and then we'll push forward to get after these Skaven. So, we got pretty lucky here with that army getting defeated by the garrison. Though how did this settlement get trashed? I don't know, it must have been agent. Alright, come around this way. Oh. Lots of alright, yeah, might as well come down and scoop this up. This guy could come around this way, but we can take a settlement, we might as well. We'll catch the armies at some point. R2 says, graphics mods don't affect the campaign script. Yeah, you know what, that makes sense as well. Alright. Terez, go. Reality. Alright, we're slowly getting the coast cleared here. So Flint, finish that off, and then hopefully Coteras here can clear out the rest of the coast. And then we'll have Morning Wood here make his way over this way to catch up with these forces.
I serve no master but the Dark Prince.
Small garrison. I mean, with a little bit of luck, maybe we can catch... Maybe we'll catch one of these armies in an ambush.
My delights are too much for
Just
me.
taking on Archaon. There's a fair bit of junk in here. There is some good stuff in here, but there's also a fair bit of junk. This is a decent stack. I wouldn't say it's a doom stack, but it's okay.
I think.
And then they've got backup there. I don't know. That might be a little bit much for him to take
One
on
with
his
the
own.
forest.
But we do have this army making its way up there
Communing
as
with
well.
the land.
Nathan says, howdy Greg, hope your Saturday is well. Currently still at the auto repair because they screwed up my brake repair. Still have a 2.5 hour drive to my rodeo and it's gonna be really close. Oh, son of a gun, man. That's a pain in the ass, man. Cars, my goodness. Pain in the ass to keep them running, right? Just a never-ending never-ending list of things. But hopefully, I hope you make it to your rodeo in time, man. That would kind of suck if you don't get there.
I serve no master but
Get
the
there in
Dark
time.
Prince.
Kernus, guide my hand.
All right, where is
You need me?
this guy? I don't think he's got any more levels that we can actually give him. I think he's capped out. It's another thing. He's got 6 levels. This is another thing that's going to drive my OCD nuts. Is the fact that we can't finish leveling him up. Because they built characters without enough
Following your orders.
slots for all of the levels that they're going to get.
Touch me only in dreams.
Alright. So I think Rengar here... Oh, did he just... I guess he just took that. Okay. Never mind, I was going to say Rengar can come across. Probably... I was going to say we... Probably want to come this way first, and then we make our... and double back. Plus... Theoretically, these armies will be pushing this way anyway. So if these armies can kind of clear out this area, we want to sort of clear the coast here is the priority, I think. So that we don't have constantly armies coming across here. So if we can start pushing our way
How can I
back to the
assist you?
east first, I think that's what we're going to do.
Go then.
Alright, you go into...
Forest has spoken.
in camp. Nathan says it's not their fault. The supplier sent them the wrong rotors, and when I was driving my truck back, I immediately realized something was wrong, so I'm glad I went back. Oh, shoot, that's good, man. That's good. It's, you know, like, I'd be, you know...
Traveling.
I'd probably be the guy that didn't realize that something was wrong and not turn around back and then, you know, cause, like, an even worse problem. But yeah, that's too bad that they didn't notice right away that they had gotten the wrong parts. R2 says, if you want to have a car or any kind of vehicle, you should have some vehicle repair knowledge so that you solve the problem, some of the problems yourself. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. But the thing is, nowadays, like, with, alright, Morn, you sit in there and get some replenishment, and then
Your request
Ragatalk, you can start moving this way, but stay in this province. What I was gonna say is, now with, like, the modern cars being, like, so computerized
Forest is whispering.
that it starts to make it, you know, even more difficult for just, you know, laymen to be able to work on them, right? Where everything requires, you know, specialized knowledge. But, alright. Yeah, you're headed to Giroux, then Bastogne. You can hit Aquitaine and then Quinelles, and then we send these guys to the forest where they can use the world routes to travel somewhere else. But no, you absolutely make a fair point, R2, that it is a really good skill to know a little bit of basic repair knowledge and whatnot.
Not likely.
Twisted Gale. Yeah, so with an army sitting in there, that's going to be too much to attack. Nathan says, at R2, I do a good majority of the maintenance on my trucks, but I'm so bad when it comes to brakes. And I had to work today on top of me trying to get my rodeo, so I just had pros to do it. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is you always got to consider the time as well that's involved.
By the silver hammer, yes. Forward.
Ah, shit.
Onwards.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just better to pay a professional to do it properly, rather than to spend a bunch of your own time on it. Alright, I'm gonna send Duper over here to clear Karan in the hopes that he can auto-resolve it on his own. Nice. R2 says, Nathan, then the mechanics should take the supplier to change the rotors for the rotors. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, 153k. We're gonna have to raise this. My goodness, can't pass that up. That's a whole turn of negative income right there. That is pretty sweet. All right, what? Oh man, I hate that they. So we've either gotta come in here and scoop this up, or we can get rid. I think I'd rather get rid of this guy because he is recruiting. And then that way we can at least position 2 armies to get down here to get these guys. R2 says, Nathan, I don't know if the suppliers would do the change for free. That's true. Mercy the Mad Viewers joined the stream. Welcome to the stream, boys. I was watching a little bit of Mercy earlier. I very much was enjoying his... Oh my god, are you shitting me? I'm gonna lose. I was really enjoying his criticism of the Rings of Power. I very much thoroughly enjoyed that. Nathan says, oh god, Mercy raid incoming. Oh man. I don't want to fight. It's the same settlement that we fought like 20 minutes ago. But we don't have the same units, but I guess we'll fight it. But I'm trying to get through this damn campaign. I want to finish it off, and every battle that we have to manually resolve slows us down. Lucius the Eternal says, Wagwan. Not much, not much. What are you saying, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, how did things end up with Mercy's? Who's playing the playing Volkmar still, right? Love those Empire streams. God, you know what? I haven't played Empire in an age too. Seems like. But yeah, I was watching Mercy earlier, and I really enjoyed some of the stuff that he had to say about the Rings of Power. I haven't watched it myself. I don't know, just from the advertisements and the little bits and pieces of criticisms that I've heard here and there, I just wasn't super interested in watching it. So I never checked it out myself, and it's... I don't know. It's really a shame to see what happens to some of these internet intellectual properties sometimes. I think we're just gonna hit them head on here. We might send you guys in the back door though, and we need you guys to take out the range unit. Lucius the Eternal says, yeah, the Volkmars have been crusading and Marcus died. R.I.P. Uh-oh. Marcus Wolfhard, eh? At least we've got a little bit of healing this time, though, for this one. But I'm still not super excited about having to manually resolve this. Nathan says, Rag, we all know damn well that this campaign will be eternal and never end. Oh, Nathan, don't say that, man. I'm going to lose hope. Is this like an arena here that they've got here? Or is it just like a big, giant cauldron or something? I don't think it's an arena. Oh, it's a freaking dungeon. They got like a... Wow. Oh shit, man. So what, like they put prisoners in here and just cook them over this? Wow. That's these dwarves
Lead, Captain!
with their dark elf settlement here.
Orders
Guys,
accepted.
take this thing out. Where'd my dragon go? R2 says, I suppose a vehicle parts company shop shouldn't charge you in case they send you the wrong parts, as long as you then told them correctly what the parts you needed.
I will comply.
100%.
Battle ready.
Alright, you get after those spoilers before they start causing problems. I guess we can hit this one as well. R2 says they should do the charge for free. One would hope anyway, right? But I don't know, it's tough to get like a, you know, one of the important things about having a vehicle is, you know, like you mentioned, being able to do a little bit of the maintenance on your own. But one of the really important things is having a mechanic that you can trust. That's not going to fully take advantage of you, because there's a lot of those out there. Are you guys come around and get to this? Can we capture those points with cavalry? Can't remember how it works in this. I wish we had the option to dismount in this. I think that would have been a really cool thing, especially for dragons. Like if you could dismount from the dragon and separate, you know, like these flying mounts and stuff. I think that would have been really cool. Actually, that reminds me, I've got a video that I've been planning on working. Just some of the missed opportunities in Warhammer that they could have done. And I think being able to mount and dismount is just one of a handful of them. Alright guys, come over here and see if we can capture this. I can't remember if I can or not. Lucius the Eternal says, mechanics are gay, Adaptus Mechanicus are great. Remember the difference? Okay. Drop that and juicy dwellers below here. Do as much as I would have liked. Alright, you guys can get out of there now. Start pushing in with these boys because we're getting shot at here.
Warriors of Ariel. With haste. Armed and ready.
Lucius says, are you in the partners program, Ragnarok? I am. I'm not as high on the totem pole as Mercy is. Obviously, Mercy's got a much bigger following than I do. But I am in the partners program, which I was saying earlier, I've got to remember to check my email to see if there's anything in there that I've missed. Because the last time, but the Chaos Dwarf, for some reason the Chaos Dwarfs DLC, like the emails ended up in my junk folder, unfortunately, and I didn't. I just kind of caught it last minute before the DLC came out. But yeah, Lucius, what are you thinking about the? What are your thoughts on the DLC and the DLC sort of pricing? The what are we doing here? Burnt through a lot of the winds of magic here, but seem to be holding up okay. Let's just get into them. Saw Valon says, "Go get him, cowboy." Saw the legend. What's up, big guy? Our resident Skyrim player. Resident elite Skyrim player. So what are you up to today? I guess it's Sunday morning out in Australia. Coma says, Ragnarok, you surely asking about price. Also, I'm in camp. I'll buy all I want. I guess I shouldn't have brought up the price thing. It's a bit of a touchy subject. guys just come this way, and you guys come this way.
Shall be done.
Let's back them up, and let's capture this. Lucius says, well, I found the shills can't be honest on the subject matter, can't bite the hands that feeds them. Some dislike Legend of Total War, but seeing as he's not bought off, I trust his honesty. Yeah, oh, shit.
With haste.
Get out of there.
Lord of the deep wood.
It's this
Dauntless as
fucking
rain.
dude that's
Orders
causing us
understood.
problems here. Should be paying attention. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I haven't really, like, honestly, I've been so
Lord of Athelloren.
neck deep in Baldur's Gate 3 that I haven't really been paying attention a whole lot. So I couldn't really comment one way or the other on it. I just, you know, like, the trend of Total War becoming more and more expensive and them sort of, like, repackaging games, just, like, tweaking them a little bit and repackaging games is kind of a little bit concerning. And the fact that, oh man, this battle is turning into a shit show. You know, like, it doesn't feel like that, you know, they've been all that innovative over the last few games. I mean, like, there's certainly some great aspects of Warhammer, but at the same time, I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking necessarily. You know, there's definitely been some advancements in terms of, like, variety and you know, slightly different mechanics and stuff, but, like, the game itself is not a whole lot different than it's ever been. Let's drop a breath attack down here. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I've been on the fence whether or not I'm gonna cover. Well, we've been talking about this a lot, but whether or not I'm gonna cover Total War Pharaoh, because there's a big part of me that just wants to, you know, that's gonna want to play it. Like, I love Total War games, and there's a part of me that feels like I should definitely cover it to give an honest impression to my community, even though my community is only small, that I should at least give them, like, an idea of how I feel about the game, so that they can sort of, so at least they have a little bit more information before they want to buy it. But at the same time, I'm kind of in the I kind of feel like just it seems just like a reskin of Troy, and they're charging full price for Troy, you know, like a new version of Troy essentially, and it just really seems like they're taking advantage of their community, because I mean, that's the thing, Total War has a die-hard fan base, right? So there's a lot of people who are going to play certain games regardless of what they're priced at. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at in sort of a roundabout way is that there's a big part of me that feels like I should boycott the game and not play it out of principle. But anyway. Saw says, was going to stream, but got morning sickness. That sounded better in my head. I'm not pregnant. Well, you know. I hope you feel better, Saw. And, you know. Koma says, also, Legend said he is buying Baldur's Gate 3 for himself and his wife, I think. Yeah, I think him and his wife would have a lot of fun with Baldur's Gate 3 for sure. I wonder if they'll feature it on their second channel where they play the Valheim, right? Lucius the Eternal says, because BF3 has been good, whereas C have traded off their goodwill. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You have such a loyal and diehard fan base, and then you just, you know, try and squeeze every penny out of it. I don't know. Like, I wonder sometimes how much of it it's CA and how much of it's Sega. But I don't know. It's that's what happens to these companies, man, when they become overly corporate. Dash says, I just hope the DLC addresses mission heroes for Cathay and very limited unit roster for Game 3 races. I know I will be disappointed, but man can dream, right? Yeah, you know what? I absolutely agree with you. Cathay felt like an unfinished faction, really, when they came out, especially with the heroes. Lucius the Eternal says, nah, it's BS, £20 for 4 units of Game 3 factions. It's not worth it. And I got all the other DLC. This will be the first I don't care to get. Oh, shoot, man. It's crazy. Dash Dash says, we don't know the details yet, but all the implications do seem to say it won't be even on par with the old DLC packs, and those were 2-faction DLC. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it kind of looks like, you know, just, you know, looking on from, like, a distance, you know, like I said, I've been distracted with Baldur's Gate 3, so I haven't really been keeping up, and I don't really know a lot about it, But yeah, just looking from a distance, it seems like they're just trying to, like, milk every last bit out of the fan base now that Warhammer is sort of reaching the end of its development cycle. You know, like, and who knows, like, maybe a lot of the developers have already, like, like, more than likely, like, a lot of the core developers for Warhammer have already moved on to other projects, potentially. I don't know. Vekoma says, Total War Warhammer 3 DLC is on a level of let's wait for discount spree. Yeah, you know what? It's never a bad idea. I mean, there's so much content with Warhammer 3 as it is that you don't necessarily need to, like, jump on the DLC right away. It's a good point, Vekoma, that, you know, picking it up when it's a little bit... when the price is down a bit is not a bad idea, because there's always sales and there's always, like, other retailers that you can often get decent prices from. Saw says, Ragnarok, are you Otto that comes to my streams? I am. Yeah, so Auto Resolve is my second channel. I just I don't know, gives me opportunity to experiment a little bit and try some different things out with videos and see if I can make some stuff that pleases the algorithm a little bit more, and gives me the opportunity to play a genre of games that I don't necessarily get to play on this channel. So yeah, we Auto Resolve, we play a few RPGs here and there. It's just pretty much primarily so far been War Tales, which I really loved. I had been having a ton of fun playing that game, and Baldur's Gate 3, which I've got sort of like a love-hate relationship with Baldur's Gate 3. There's part of me that really loves it and part of me that really hates it. There's certain aspects of the game that I love and certain aspects of the game that just drive me nuts. And you know, I'm playing the game in co-ops with players who are just, like, totally, like, swooning over the game, and I'm like, okay, the game is great, it's a good game and everything, but it's not perfect by any stretch. It does have its flaws, and you know, don't ignore the flaws because, you know, you've been super hyped for the game, but you know, it is a lot of fun, Baldur's Gate 3, but yeah, there are certain things about the game that I'm not super crazy about. Lucius says, well, given Total War Warhammer 3 was bad at launch, slow to repair, then overpriced another DLC, it's just chipping away at its own fan base. Yeah, you know what, I think, honestly, like, the sad thing is, I think the Warhammer 2 fans are now experiencing what a lot of the historical fans have been sort of saying for a long time. Like, when you look at, like, a lot of the old school Total War players, like Pixelated Apollo, Jackie Fish, and I mean even Legend of Total War has you know, covered this stuff. I mean, before Warhammer 2 came out, and even when Warhammer 2 first came out, Legend was like, he was ready to give up on Total War. Like, that brief period where he went and switched over to Paradox Games and then eventually came back to Total War and just, you know, rediscovered his love for Total War through the Warhammer 2, but you know, and another one, I mean, he's a little bit harsher to listen to because he can be a bit shoot, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but Voland can be incredibly brutally honest, but in terms of, like, really like, in terms of really surgical sort of criticisms, I don't think you can get better criticism criticisms than Voland, and he's another one who has raised a number of issues with CA's sort of like business practices and whatnot, and sort of degradation of Total War over the years. And I think now, unfortunately, it's really sad to see, but it seems like now Warhammer 3, the Warhammer fans are kind of experiencing what a lot of the historical fans have been kind of griping about for a long time. Lucius says, no, BG3 looks trash to me, but people seem to be liking it, so that's nice. Yeah, you know what, like, like I said, there's a lot of things I love about the game, but there's a lot of things I hate about the game too, so it's... I've got sort of like a love-hate relationship with it, and I'm playing, you know, the co-op is a ton of fun, you know, if you've got like a group of friends to play it with, so much fun, but I'm playing with a group that, they're just, you know, the game can do no wrong for them, which is, you know, I find, which, you know, I don't know, kind of,
Lord of the Glade.
kind of gets me going, gets my blood raised a little bit, because, you know, you gotta keep an objective mind open when you're playing the games and stuff, but yeah, I can definitely see that it's not for everyone, but I can't believe how well the game has done though on since launch. I mean, let me just actually take a look at the numbers here quick if I can bring it up. Let me just see here. It's just, we take a look at the numbers here. I mean, look at this, like peak at 800,000, and look at this. Are they even higher now, or is that still go to 7 days? What are we at right now? Almost 800,000 again. They're going pretty steady. Everybody seems to really love the story. The story is kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of meh about the story personally, but everyone seems to really dig it. I don't know, but yeah, it's been killing it. Yeah, we could probably try and fight this, but more than likely we're gonna run out of ammunition. I think we'll just wait for this army. And if we're lucky, we can auto-resolve it. If not, we'll have to manually fight it. But Juver can come over here and get that. This is another level 5 Dwarven settlement, so hopefully we can get another massive payday there. That would be really sweet. It just says, well, even D&D is like the most enormous kind of nerds. That Milquetoast, Harry Potter, Twilight cringe tier, you dig? True enough, true enough. I mean, I don't know. I never got into D&D. My friend, I could never talk my friends into playing it. But I was, I've always been a big fan of the novels. I really enjoy Ed Greenwood's work and R.A. Salvatore as well. I do. Bollocks. All right, we'll move in this stance. Let's just hope we don't get caught by another one of those stupid freaking rituals with this guy. But we got quite a bit of force there, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge for Merlin and Crazy here. Bakoma says, kind of mad about the story. Ragnarok, you are in Act 1. What else can you say? Well, this is true. This is true. But I mean, the story should kind of, you know, it should be really gripping from the very beginning, right? It should get you right into it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it'll get better. I'm sure it'll get better. Someone had mentioned though, like on my I guess come back this way. On my sort of first impressions review of the game, he had mentioned that the story is like, it's sort of gives you the illusion of choice that there's no real difference in where you end up going. Like the main story has like the same waypoints along the way, as long like whether you choose a dark path or a light path. whether you decide to be good or evil, like you're still gonna end up at the same main story points. So I mean, it's kind of, I think the best way to describe it is it's sort of like you're on just one railroad track, right? And it's just, you know, the choices that you make, you can stop at different locations, but you're still, like, the story is still, you know, going in the same direction. You don't actually have the agency to change the direction of the story. But I don't know. Vekoma does raise a really good point. I'm still in Act 1. I've been going super slow. I just want to kind of, you know, explore everything and experience everything. Not to mention, too, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so I just want to make sure I take my time and level up my party properly, so I don't end up in situations where I can't handle things. Just take advantage of all the experience the game gives. Lucia says, what I want is a game that lets you make proper choices 10 years on, and I still play Fallout New Vegas because none have come close. You know, I never played Fallout New Vegas, or I never played any of the Fallout games. You know, those post-apocalyptic worlds. I don't know if I could get into one of those. But I've heard really good things about those games.
Glade Lord.
But yeah, I mean, like, the choices, you know, matter in the sense of what characters join your party and things like that, but I don't know that it necessarily changes the root of the main story. Like, it would have been cool if there was like a completely different you know, completely different route to take. Lucia says, like, Hogwarts Legacy came out and it was a simulator, no choices or anything. I couldn't even name my character after 1940s Mustache Man. Yeah, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Yeah, like, there's, I don't know, it's weird. Like, there is a fair bit of freedom in Baldur's Gate 3, but it's almost in a way that it's like, the feeling that I get when I play it is sort of the developers are kind of saying to you, okay, you're free to play the game however you want, so long as you play by my rules. Like, you know, which is, I don't know, I want to play a game where, you know, like, the developer gives you all these tools to play with, and then you can come up with new ways to play the game that the developer didn't even think of. That they've made the game in such a way that it allows for all sorts of different emergent gameplay, right? And I don't think there's necessarily, I don't know. I mean, it's the thing that I really enjoy about Baldur's Gate 3 is the customizability of the characters and the parties. That aspect I really enjoy, but I'm not completely sold on the choices and the you know, the story just yet, because most of the characters are not all that likable. James Johnson, what's going on, brother? How are you and the family? How's the little girl making out? I guess she must be home now from the hospital. Must be, man, I don't want to auto-resolve this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's not too much damage. Lucia says, see, the early Bethesda game said, here's the world, some clues to lead you on for newbies, grown-ups, go do your thing. And so I'd go slap a Deathclaw bare-handed. Yeah, man, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. But as, you know, my friend who's a big fan of the game, has pointed out to me many times that Baldur's Gate 3 is not technically a sandbox game. It's not an open world game. It's a CRPG, so I guess apparently that's a big difference. But I don't know. I would have thought that a Dungeons and Dragons game would lean more towards a sandbox open world experience rather than a sort of streamlined, you know, very fixed kind of experience. But it's just me. That's just me. Saw says, gotta let you go, buddy. Alright, Saw, thanks for dropping by and saying hello. I hope you feel better. And guys, if you're interested in some top tier Skyrim content, saw Valon over on his channel is always doing lots of really cool playthroughs, and I think he's gonna get into Starfield when it comes out. I don't want to put him up to it, but I'm pretty sure he's planning to play some Starfield when it comes out in a month or so. So should be interesting. Lucius, are you following Starfield? Is that something that you might get into yourself? James says, "Great, Lily is home of 3 days now." Oh my gosh, has it been 3 days already? My goodness, how time flies. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy for you.
You what?
I hope you're taking good care of your little lady as well. I'm sure she must be really exhausted from the whole thing. Damn it, he doesn't have enough movement to get there. But, so you might as well take this, and then you can take the Springs of Eternity. Lucius says, nah, BG3 is curated, so it's just another walking simulator, and choices result in good and evil, as I understand. New Vegas has, like, 4 out of 5 endings. Saw says, to infinity and beyond. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Though, okay, you know what? This is fine because we can use the global to re-recruit these guys. It does kind of suck to lose their experience, but this will save us like 40 minutes right here. And these guys are pretty much on their way out. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't think I can pass that up. Which means we won't be able to use the global this turn, and this guy's not going to get any replenishment. But he shouldn't be in danger. Come over here and take the Springs Eternal. Lucius says, Starfield, I've got no hype. Could be brought around if the game's good, but my last pre-order was Fallout 76, so once bitten, twice shy. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend pre-ordering games. Or if you do pre-order a game, I would say like pre-ordered it like the day before. I think like what Larian did with Baldur's Gate 3, where they allowed early access in order to, you know, sell the game and, you know, help cover the cost of development, I think was really smart. Ended up working out really well for them. But like pre-orders, I'm not a big fan of pre-orders because it's like, you know, oftentimes that pre-order money just, it doesn't go back into the actual development of the game. It actually goes into like marketing or whatever. So rather than, you know, you pre-order the game thinking that, okay, this game is going to be better because, you know, I'm helping the development process, but no, it's just, they're just going to use that money to like market it to more people. Dash says, I'd be silent about your talk on New Vegas, but New Vegas only has one ending, to fight for that damn literally no other choice. You can't blow it up or anything. It was absolutely filled with red flags bleeding from its neck and screaming brains, and you still let it bite you.
Following your orders.
Well, I guess I know the ending to New Vegas now, or Fallout 76. Guess I'm not going to play that. Lucius says, the battle for Hoover Dam goes a number of ways, but it's victory for NCR, says Legio Benny, Mr. Host yourself, as I understand it. Son of a gun. This isn't too bad. Look at this. I guess this Knights. Do another auto-resolve. Man, I don't know if you guys ever played the Mass Effect games, but my god, that Mass Effect ending really pissed me off. Like that ending pissed me off for a long time. It was, oh my gosh, one of the worst endings in gaming history. I think probably we will merge these guys up because we've got access to the global here. We've got plenty of cash. And there we go. We don't need, though he is okay. No, they can't. She can't reach.
My lady will not allow it.
Dash says, but you are ham-fisted into going to the dam.
All hail, Kernos.
Lucius says, so what? It's the battle for the energy for the future of New Vegas. Of course, it's the final battle. It's the culmination of a sequence of events you set in motion. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be... I mean, it's easy to criticize, but it's got to be really tough to, like... You know, especially, you know, in games where you've got, like, so many story threads and things going that it's got to be tough to put together, like, a really good ending.
The forest has spoken.
But, I mean, sticking the landing, putting in the ending is kind of really important. We could come over here to Zandi. I'm just a little bit concerned about this army. I mean, we could probably take it. But these Grail Knights or Grail Guardians are going to be a real pain in the ass. They do have that artillery. So what I'm thinking is we'll just play it cautiously and get both armies together and use our combined forces to take them out. We'll just set up a little ambush here. Dash Dash says, what if I'm playing a psyched up turbo hobo who wants to murder everyone? I definitely wouldn't care about the dam, yet it's the only thing you can do to the immortal characters. It was funny when you can just eat Caesar's brain.
I acquiesce to your
Alright, we can
request.
inch a little bit closer. I mean, we could stay close to the garrison, but our ambush success chance is pretty good for being out in the middle of the desert. It's not bad. They might move down here towards this, but they can't quite reach it. Alright, what are we going to do with you? Son of a gun. Oh man, we get this cleared up, then we can focus on the coast here.
All hail, Kernos.
Just like that. I think we're going to have to bring Optimus Prime here over this way. What are we looking at in terms of... Alright, so just some scattered armies. Nothing too crazy. Alright, yeah, I'll park right there. I don't want to get too close, but... James says, my Pitbull, my dad, Rottweiler, my grandmother, German Shepherd, all dog, a Lily in car seat. Oh, that's hilarious.
These are
Oh,
dark
man.
times. Your request
Sounds
is
like you got a
reasonable.
full house over there, man. Shoot,
Lady
is this gonna
Brigade
be...
at your
I don't know if this is gonna be
To war!
auto-resolvable. Lucian says, nah, you could go murder everyone and some immortals, maybe, but mods for that. Kids at Little Lamplight 3 didn't escape my wrath, Mango. And Dash Dash says, you don't need mods for Lamplight, you just need to visit Paradise of DC. Alright, yeah, let's auto this. Alright, I don't think we can pass this up. I mean, even though we do have a nice cushion here, I just... Yeah, anytime we can get that sort of cash, I think we'll take it. Lucius says, oh yeah, give them the collar, you sick, but a rich fella. Yes, we'll take a little bit of attrition here.
Proud daughter of Athel Lauren.
A little bit of extra speed. Dash Dash says, better hope your car's AC works out, otherwise you have a car full of hot dogs. This is true. That is true. Alright. Yeah, this will give you that. Lucius says, hot dogs. Alright, good. Looks like we can catch this guy before he gets any troops in the field. God damn. Alright, we're not losing anybody, so that's not too bad. Oh, son of a bitch. Ah, man. I don't think we can pass it up, considering how far in the negative we are, but it does slow us down quite a bit. All of the... Every time we raise a settlement, we can't occupy it, so it costs us a turn, basically. Though at least he made it back to friendly territory. That's nice. Getting a little bit of replenishment. Lucia says, have you awakened all the trees? You hold the Haunted Forest and the Cathay one. Yeah, so we... take a look here. Yeah, we hold all of the trees. We've done the ritual at some of them. We've done the ritual here. Here. I don't know if we've done all of these rituals. I don't think we've done this one. We're presently doing the ritual over here at Atlantis. But yeah, once I got kind of anchored at the Oak of Ages, I slowly started to occupy all of the trees, just because they're sort of, you know, our base of operation kind of thing. So yeah, we haven't done all of the rituals. Take a look here. Yeah, I believe we did the ritual here at this one, Griffinwood, and I believe we've done the ritual over here as well. Yeah. Oh, can upgrade that. But I don't think we've done the ritual down here yet. No, it doesn't look like it. So we'll upgrade those. Dash Dash says, now toggle rituals at the tree and then just do a wild hunt into insta wild roots. Do all of them at once. You can do all the rituals at once? Son of a bitch, I didn't even realize you could do all the rituals at once. Oh wait, you cannot start a ritual of rebirth when another one is currently active. Toggle rituals at all the trees and just do a wild hunt into insta wild roots. Do all of them at once. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm somewhat content just to do one at a time anyway. Just because these
Your request is reasonable.
it requires us to leave a garrison behind. Dash Dash says, must have misremembered. There could be, maybe there's a way around it.
To battle!
I don't know how this is, or it was a bug in Total War Warhammer 2. There could be a way around it, potentially. I don't know. Alright, so we got that guy. But just drop back there and
At your service.
get ready for this dude. He's got a little ways. At least, luckily, they don't smash any of the other settlements on their way. That's not too bad.
Yes.
Otherwise, they could do a lot of damage to us over there. Though, I mean, to be fair, the minor settlements are really not worth all that much to the Wood Elves anyway. So Nagarond is probably going to be too much for her. So is Hag Grief. Just make your way back to this and link up with these. We'll occupy that and then probably link up with this army, and then these two armies can start taking these level 5 settlements, because I don't want to have to siege them out manually. Every siege takes like, I don't know, anywhere between 10 to like 40 minutes.
Protector of the
Lucia says, see, it's a bummer because there's a bunch of missing from 2. I'm looking at your Tore Your Breast quest battle. James says, and the hobo cat lives in box. The cats show up one day. Oh, you got a hobo cat? That's hilarious. Oh, son of a bitch, we got a resource here that I could have built. Wait. Yeah. Launch that. We'll get the resource in there. Ah, we still got so much freaking territory to occupy. And it's like I feel like I've been playing this campaign forever, man.
I
These guys are already moved. Did we... Where's our other guys on the area here? We made most of our moves over here already. Some mopping up to do. Alright.
Reshaper of forest.
Alright. I mean, it's slowly coming together. Like I said, we're getting there. Yeah, I won't occupy this. Lucius says, you have felt a long campaign until you hit 1960 in Hearts of Iron 4. Oh man, I want to play Hearts of Iron 4. It just, every time I've loaded it up to play, it overwhelms me with information, man. It's freaking, it's next level sort of level of detail. Like, there's a lot to it.
Pick up the pace.
But yeah, it's a game that I would love to get into. Just like, it's a pretty steep barrier to entry. I'm not a particularly fast learner, so game like that. Dash says you should try my 1,000 turn challenge. What's the 1,000 turn challenge? You've got my interest. Spend 1,000 turns in your starting province before moving out. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's wild. That would certainly give the AI a bit of a head start for sure. Dash says I've done it twice now. That's crazy, man. Lucius says I've played around 500 hours and I still don't know what I'm doing in Hearts of Iron. Yeah, I feel like 500 hours in Hearts of Iron is probably just, you know, like next to nothing, like tip of the iceberg in terms of learning the game. But those are great games. I'm a big fan. I don't know if you guys are board games guys, but I love freaking Axis and Allies. But it's tough finding people to play with. But I think Axis and Allies is one of the best put together board games out there, man. It's so good. But Hearts of Iron definitely reminds me of that. But I mean, it's just, obviously there's a hell of a lot more to Hearts of Iron. Lucius says 1,000 turns of Nekaharan rule. I wonder if there's like a limit to how many turns you can play. Like, does the game break after a certain point? If you play like 1,000,000 turns, turn 1,000,000, game just crashes out. All right. Yeah, I mean, we're slowly filling this thing in.
Glade Lord, at your
Get over
service.
here.
What do you need?
And the thing that really slows you down as well is like you stop to upgrade everyone. I feel like at some point I should just forget about upgrading characters. Dash says the AI kind of breaks after 400 to 500 turns where things start happening. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Now, do you put the end game crisis on as well? Dash. What's oh fuck, are you shitting me? Oh my gosh. Movement stinks. Alright, just park right beside it. You can take it next turn. So you gotta come down here and take the Dragon Isles. Lucius says, when the world is yours, will you just abandon all settlements? I could. But I don't know. One of the things I love about the Wood Elves is the way that the map looks when you conquer territories with the forest kind of sprawling over everything. think it's one of the cool. I mean, like that's one of the really cool aspects of the game is, you know, like if you're playing the vampire counts, for example, that it blights the land, like the land becomes dark and, you know, poisoned with undead magic, right? I think it's a really nice touch for the game that makes the map almost feel alive. Gives it a really nice feel to the game. But yeah, I love the way the map looks with the Wood Elves conquering all this area. All these territories.
Assyrian wills it.
Come up this
Treading
way.
silently.
Don't worry about those agents so much.
FUS speaks to me.
Coming over here to meet with Orion. Alright, yeah, we did get replenishment. Might as well come up and take this since we're in the area, and then we'll come back this way here in a bit. Or potentially go further north, deal with Grimgore. But this will also give that other spell singer a chance to catch up with Orion. Dash says end game at 200% turn 10. Shiza. That's what we did in this as well. It was a real shit show. This is Total War and ultimate endgame crisis right away. Because Orion, like the trouble with Orion is that he's like right in the middle of like 4 or 5 endgame crises. So it there's definitely a lot of pressure. Dash says, I did also try 25% on turn 50, but it didn't really change much. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dwellers. Alright.
The forest is whispering. Going forth. Watching.
James says, I own 20 ace land and double barrel shotgun. My sister own 1 ace of land and a shotgun. Okay.
Can I offer assistance?
This guy's just out of our Bracken range. Though he might be able to get there. It's gonna be close. Nice. He's running. Skaven, coward rats. Kind of like this combination, the Way Watchers with the stags. Though I would probably prefer it if we had a few more Way Watchers rather than stags. I would like the balance to be a little bit more to the archers, but I do kind of like that Arbicon position. I guess you can come over here to Chimay and split that there. Rats, shocking.
You have it. Not for long.
But yeah, we've made a little bit of money the last couple turns. We were down almost to... We're down close to $1 million there at one point. It was nice to see that we're collecting some money from raising these settlements and whatnot. Probably unlock some of your magic. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Invasion. Stay around. Alright, where are you gonna head? I do like a tempered rigor. Where can you get on?
Anything is possible.
Yeah, probably head towards the Celestial Monastery. Oh, yeah. Just position right there. Bollocks, somebody's got to take this. Okay, you're in position. Kevin says, I'm off, mate. Got to clean this house up before I can play games, apparently. LOL. Have a good one, everybody. All right, Kevin, thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm probably going to be wrapping things up here soon. I'm hoping to get through this turn and get things set up for the next turn, because I've got about an hour before the Baldur's Gate stream, so I just want to maybe have a quick bite to eat before that starts up. What's in this army? Dragons and trees. Let's go Ancient Bark. And then we'll do Wings of the Forest, I suppose. Alright. Making good progress over here in Cathay, I would say. Haven't really had a whole lot of resistance from Clan Eshin. But we do have fairly strong armies over here as well, so when we do run into their stacks, it hasn't been too much of an issue. Jabal says, have we started a discussion about guns? I don't know how much YouTube will like this topic. And have a good one, Kevin. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I don't know. I don't really have a... It's a subject I don't really have a whole lot of knowledge on, to be perfectly honest. And probably something I should stay away from.
Tree singers.
Definitely. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but this series in particular, the videos get monetized. They're the only videos on my channel that have been like gotten the yellow bar for like limited monetization. I mean, not that it's gonna make any kind of difference, you know, the amount of views that I'm pulling or whatever, the size of the audience that I have, but it's just a little bit weird. I don't know. I wonder if it's got something to do with the title, where I have that's wild. Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that that crisis, the word crisis, is in the actual title.
Stalking. Defender of Talsyn.
I've never been to this area of the map. This is like kind of the cool thing about doing a full map completion campaign, is actually seeing the entirety of the map and traversing the entirety of the map is kind of a cool experience. Even if we aren't necessarily fighting all the battles manually. Alright, let's double check we're at war with everyone. Which one is that? This one. Looks good. Look at this. These guys love us. These guys love us. My god, Knights of Caledor, we could get peace with them right away, right now. Alright, let's take a look at our list. Armies. Lazaro.
How can I assist you?
Ah, right.
Anything is possible.
Faction destroyed, yeah, so that
Highborn.
increases our expenses. Every time a faction bites the dust, our upkeep goes up.
Proud son of Talsyn.
Unfortunately.
Orders?
Here. I think I prefer piercing shots. Alright, what we got?
Guardian of the Deepwood.
Guardian of the Deepwood. Where do we want to send you? I guess
Always.
start sending a scout over on this side to see what's on the coast over here. And
Glory to the
somebody
hunter
needs
god.
to move over here. So we'll scout this out.
My
Probably
sworn duty.
Skaven.
Mission successful. There can be no vanity. Defender of the domain.
She's gonna end up in an army at some point. I don't know whose army, but we'll end up in an army eventually. Don't need the siege equipment, but we'll make it anyway.
Kindred to battle!
Unassigned skill points. Who's this? T-Bone. And his army. Jamal says, yeah, Canadians aren't that famous for being big fans of guns. I'm guessing that it's not something that's talked about too much in your politics. It's brought up occasionally, and it's actually become a pretty important issue of late over the last year or two, because there have been more pushes to take away guns from citizens. But I mean, we've already got like laws in place that I mean, like with guns in Canada, it's like you have to have like licenses and guns. I mean, primarily it's for hunting, obviously, for having guns rather than, you know, necessarily self-defense. Like I think you have to be some kind of law enforcement or something in order to have like a gun for self-defense. But there's all kinds of licensing and things like that that are required for oh, you gotta be shit. How the fuck did they ambush us here? Fuck me sideways. Alright, let's fight this. I really don't want to fight it. I kind of want to auto-resolve it. We could just kind of what we could do is just concede defeat right away, and that could potentially save the army. Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't realize. I haven't had a lot of experience fighting against the Oracles of Tzeentch. Did not realize they could make ambush attacks like Skaven.
The forest calls.
Oh man, it's not good. Shabal says, I know the law in the United States, but I don't know the laws in your country. Here, you are always need a license. Is it relatively easy to get one? I wouldn't say that it's easy to get one. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna concede defeat. As you cannot withdraw from this battle, conceding defeat will lose the entirety of this force. What the f... wanted to turn around and get to them. Guys, see if we can pull back this way a little bit. How is this going? Not good. Not good at all. Dash Dash says, Oracles have absolutely guaranteed ambush that can't be counterplayed no matter what you do. What? That's some bullshit right there. Looks like they've got reinforcements coming on the field. Well, fuck me sideways. Oh man, this guy is not gonna last long. Well, I maybe wouldn't have left the army sitting out here with their ass in the wind if I knew that. It's definitely good to know. Who's that? Kairos? No. I mean, we're putting up some kind of fight, but yeah, our archers got totally demolished, and it looks like we're just about to get the army loss here. Just want to try and wear them down if we can. Bring you guys up this way. Trying to keep the team. Goma says all Tzeentch factions have ambush stance. Dash says, and it can be done via teleport like Underway. And yes, it makes the victim act as if they got attacked in force match. Vekoma says Lord Nuke. Yeah, our Lord's done. He got messed up. Ah! We've got another army standing here as well. God damn, I like this army quite a bit. We didn't even really do all that much damage to them. A couple of units took some damage. That's frustrating because we've only got one more army in this area, and if he can't get the job done on his own, like if he gets eliminated too, then we're going to be really screwed. We have to bring more forces down here. Karos is a real not fun faction to fight against, eh? Jabal says it is always a good way to finish the stream with a loss. Yeah, no kidding. Seems to be a trend around here. I don't know. Karos, Faith Weaver. Well, that's the shits. So the army is just wiped out automatically, so he's ambushing this guy as well. Oh man. I don't want to fight this manually, but I also don't want to lose a treeman. It's weird he didn't ambush this army. Can they only do one ambush per turn? Is that the way she goes? How was Merlin able to escape the ambush? See, if they had ambushed this army, it would have been a non-issue. The old tree beards here. But yeah, if Merlin can stay in decent shape here, then we'll be able to continue pushing and capture their settlement there. Jabal says, yes, I don't know why, but I feel like I've been through this experience before. Dash says, the ambush movement is exactly like the Underway. Oh, I see. They got the reinforcements coming in there. 29 seconds. I'm going for the reinforcements. Should we cut off the reinforcements? I think we'll cut off the reinforcements. Even though the reinforcements are the larger of the forces, I think. Or you guys... Oh, we can get right in there. Yeah, we'll just get them totally discombobulated here as they come onto the field. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these sort of treeman battles. It's just kind of boring. Dash says, so each army can only do it once. Gotcha. Koma says, it's teleportation attack that costs 100% movement, and treemen are horrible in ambush if enemy have leadership reduction debuffs. Oh, you know what? That's a good point to raise as well. Alright. Let's go, boys. We got lots of winds of magic as well here. Fuck, we don't have, don't need that yet. Some, dwellers below here would have come in handy, that's for sure. It's all this armor and shit. So far, we're not taking a whole lot of damage. I don't know how much we're dealing out. Comes to reinforcements. So we'll drop some healing in here. Just might as well just keep healing up. We'll drop this down to soften them up a bit. Koma says, or James Johnson says, I am a drunk now. Oh no. Or I am drink now. Yeah, we might lose some of the treekin, but that's not a big deal. They still got more units. Why did they have more units to come on? Why didn't they come on right away? It's weird. They're surrounded now, though. Just do this to try and soften them up a little bit. Let's make sure you stay healed. Fuck, I don't know. This is still gonna be kind of a close fight. I guess we should try and... Fucking cinch. Maybe I should have auto-resolved it. I don't know. Try and take out their leaders. The thing is, it's so hard to freaking click on the right thing here. Just make sure the heal goes onto him, because if he goes down, we don't get any more wins. I think the Treekin are mostly done. Probably just keep healing. Oh. We'll soften them up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if the heal would be better use of the winds. Yeah, if we can take down Kairos, whatever his name is. I think we're winning. So we've got some guys back here. Might as well throw you back into the fight. Don't fuck with the treeman. Uh-oh. Got a dude going down. No, don't kill my treeman. Get over here. Get over here. Heal him. Alright, I think we got a little bit of healing on. Get off the battlefield, man. Not making a very good withdrawal there. Get to this guy. Shabal says, what a grind fest. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. These treeman battles. That's why I, you know, kind of hesitant to recruit just treemen. Is because the battles are so boring. Like when you do actually have to manually fight a battle, fuck, it looks like we did lose a treeman. Just look like giant pieces of broccoli. I suppose I wasn't paying perfect attention there. Anyway, we should still be strong enough to continue pushing through here. We can just use the global to get some more treekin. It just takes one turn to get treekin, but we should be strong enough to continue pushing to their next settlement. And I don't think that they have... I think this was the bulk of their force, what they had left in terms of strength. So I think we'll still be able to manage this situation with Merlin here on our own. Rats, rats, rats. Always the rats. Get away interception. Poor bastard. Shabal says, oh no, you lose your wood. Another underway interception. Don't mind if I do. Alright, yeah, we'll just back off here and wait for reinforcements before we take all this on. Just wanted to make sure we kept that army sort of in there. They didn't run off somewhere else. I guess they could still head out to sea. Undercity discovered. Statues of the gods. Alright. Get rid of that. Wounded. Alright, let's just take a look at what situation is down here. Settlement loss, settlement loss, settlement loss, settlement loss. City destroyed. Good. Oh shit, so Crazy actually survived. Look at that. It's pretty wild. Oh, fuck. What's the garrison here? Ah, it's a big garrison. What kind of odds are we gonna get? Crushing defeat. Gotta be shitting me. James says, I am hungover in church. That's not good. That is not good at all, my friend.
Lord of the Glade.
Alright. You pop over here.
Seeking unseen paths.
What's that do for our odds? Rushing defeat still. Alright, well, I think this is a winnable fight, but it's going to be another grind fest, and I'm more or less out of time. I'm going to be streaming on the Auto Resolve channel later on with DM Wyvern, but at the end of as the stream ends here, it'll redirect you to DM Wyvern's stream of our Baldur's Gate 3 4-player co-op. Should be good fun. The first session was a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to it. So if I don't see you there, have a great night, guys. And I'll probably be back with more Total War tomorrow, but we'll probably switch gears and play something else. Most likely Rome 2 Divinity ad Impera. So we'll play. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a break from this and come back to it next week sometime. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Mercy, once again, thank you so much for the raid. Pleasure having your some of your crew here. Always very stimulating conversations. And I'll see you guys soon.